While I'm bouncing around like an idiot,
See, this
let's
is why I
talk.
had you do it.
Let's talk about the Minecraft charity
Oh,
thing.
okay. So, Awesome Games Done Quickly did one of their annual cancer prevention foundation, I think,
Yeah, which I like. Just
marathons. Which is they do a
it's
lot of
awesome.
awesome stuff.
Yeah,
I've been watching quite a few segments of that over the last week.
and it's an awesome thing, and I would like to have had money to donate to support them that I didn't need for important things like
Well,
living.
naturally.
Yeah.
I mean that kind of goes without saying. Um, so one of their stretch goals basically with the donations was if they reached a certain amount toward it, there would be a Minecraft speed run.
Yeah, the idea was that someone would go from the start of the game to the end, which
Right,
is
and
beating the dragon and
yeah.
escaping, get the credits.
So the goal was met. I think it was like $20,000 in donations to do that.
Hmm.
And so this afternoon, relative to when we're recording, naturally,
Hmm.
Saturday afternoon, that actually took place. And I watched this live,
Hmm.
and I referred you to the recording later because you weren't able to actually watch it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was
This is horse shit.
kinda yeah. So
Since
let's run this down a little bit. For one thing, he was playing on version 1.2.4,
yeah, which
which is
is
2 years old.
and buggy as shit.
It also is a lot less difficult, and yeah, it's a lot more exploitable, and he did
And the other thing is he actually had a
a predetermined
pre-generated
seed.
map.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
predetermined seed where he knew where the fortress was right by the start point.
Yeah, it was literally the fortress was like a few blocks underneath him.
Well, it was
Now,
like 3 blocks to the left and then down whatever distance. Yeah, it
now I'm actually even willing to accept that because people do play on seeds all the time for various reasons.
right.
But it was the reason that he picked that particular configuration was because of a exploit that's not even like a glitch with the game. It is something that you do to give yourself a huge advantage.
The
Which,
item duplication.
yes, because it's not
Yeah,
even like oh well, you use a piston and it regenerates a diamond block or something.
right.
This was you save the game, drop all of the items you want to duplicate off, force quit the game so it doesn't save, and restart the game and it duplicates your items.
Yeah.
That's not no, that's bullshit.
Okay, so basically, I could accept starting with the predetermined seed so that you know where the fortress is, because finding a fortress the normal way is really, really time consuming, especially if you actually kill the Enderman to get all of the Ender Pearls to track it with. I could accept that part of it
Yeah,
if, the rest of it was played straight.
yeah.
But for everything that happened during that, he might as well have just switched over to creative mode and given himself.
The items he needed to get to the end and beat the Ender Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was talking to a few people on Twitter during that run, and I mean, everybody who's familiar with Minecraft was basically of the same mind about it.
It's like this isn't a speed run of Minecraft. This is watch me cheat.
Yeah.
Though the beds were a very neat trick.
Yeah, the beds are a neat trick, and it's a good shortcut for what you would normally do with enchanted gear.
Yeah, but at the same time, he also duplicated the beds he needed.
He
So
duplicated the beds he needed. He duplicated the Ender pearls he needed to make Eyes of Ender. He
yeah,
killed, I think, one blaze and then duplicated the blaze rod.
yeah.
I mean,
This isn't playing Minecraft.
no, no, that was not a Minecraft speed run. That was more of a, here's how to break 2-year-old Minecraft that already was not really right.
Mm-hmm.
The Minecraft run was actually something I was looking forward to because with the original 35-minute run estimate, and, assuming that some of this would be, on the level,
Mm-hmm.
it would actually have been a really interesting concept to watch somebody try to get to the point where they can go and kill the Ender Dragon. from scratch.
Yeah, and that would have been really, really fascinating. But
But that's not what we had.
I'm not sure this block can actually be reached from there.
Well, you've been trying for like 10 minutes, so probably not.
Well, I'm also bad at parkour.
Well, you're probably a little better than I am.
So the question is, what are we missing?
I don't know.
I think that tree actually might be reachable, and that's what we're missing. Because I was literally just...
Okay, well, give it a shot.
If I can actually get my...
But
damn it.
Even if you can you make the jump from there over to this ledge?
That one I'm actually sure I can make. I'm not sure that's actually... I can't see on a screen how far or like if I'm at foot level when I get over there, or if I'm at face level with the tree.
Well, here, let me watch closely.
Okay.
Watch closely as I fail at that entirely.
Well, that's usually what happens.
If anybody was wondering why we don't ever do parkour maps...
This is pretty much prime example.
Okay, were you watching that one?
It looks to me like it might be doable because it's one...
That was the best jump I could get.
Sadly, I think that was the best jump I could get, and I think it's just slightly out of range, but I could be aiming at the wrong part.
Well, yeah, I mean, you need to aim for one of the corners, not the space in between.
So much easier if I had, something I could build a ladder with. All right. Damn it.
Okay, so we know we need to get up in there.
Yeah.
We just don't know how to get up in there.
And I really don't want to cheat at this because, that's not fun, and we don't want people to, go, oh, these guys are awful, but we are, just so you know. We're awful at parkour and awful at Minecraft in general, unless it's building monstrosities.
Oh yeah, we're awesome at engineering.
Ish. Well, he is. I make mess. I make messes. I see. So this cave, I'm starting to think, has to be here for a reason. I don't know what it is. Yeah, so let's flip around again. I wonder if there's a way... Because look at this. It looks like there should be the same water trail here. So...
Is there an ice block somewhere?
It would be on, or through one of these blocks, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to Anhero a moment and take a look at something. Okay. I did not see...
Well, you fell pretty fast.
well, I did not see anything on that side. Let me take a look around from this angle. There's nothing on the igloo over here. We just got sticks. Sticks that apparently mean nothing. Am I supposed to... Wait, I wonder if there's a pressure plate or something somewhere. Like up there.
But how do we get to it?
We throw sticks. This is probably not right at all, and I'm wasting... Oh god. Sticks.
That was all of the mistakes.
Yeah. Shit happens. Alright. Not...
Well, your sticks are still here.
I don't know, I just wish... Wait, what's this? Okay, no, I can't get anywhere from here either, because this is just 2 blocks. Unless I'm supposed... No, there's no way I could make that jump, is there?
No, you can't jump that high.
Well, no, I more meant could I, like, jump 4 blocks across and 1 block up, but no, no way. What are we missing? I wonder... Alright, I have an idea. Jump and I'm gonna punch you in the taint to see if it'll knock you up on the tree.
I don't think I like this plan.
There's no reason anyone should like this. Okay, why don't I try jumping and you punch me? And this is a slightly better idea. Ow. Well, I meant when I'm in the air.
All I heard was punch me.
Fair enough. Ow. Nope. Alright, let me try again. This is not how it's supposed to work, because you're supposed to be able to beat the single player. Ow. You're just staring up in the air, punching. Ow. All right, no, that's not gonna
You
work.
look like you had enough height that time, though.
Yeah, that tells me maybe you can't. There's gotta be. What could we be missing?
Oh.
I hate to say it, but this may be one where we have to call a gimme and switch over, or
There
like
has to be something here, though.
there should be. I mean, let me recheck the rules as I fall to death.
That's not like it matters anymore.
Play the next level. Leave the doors locked. Don't break or place blocks apart from mining ore blocks with a pickaxe or placing levers on gold blocks. You can craft and smelt with items that you find in chests and ores you mine. Okay, so if we found a crafting table, we could, by the rules, make ladders.
Well, yeah, and that's why I've been like, is there a crafting table somewhere?
Like, hidden up a tree, maybe.
But how do we get up the trees?
Good damn question. Unless it's hidden somewhere we have yet to look because it would be stupid.
You know, like, we can't really do much with this tree unless we get in the second level because there's not room on the first.
Yeah.
And the first is all we can really practically get to.
I keep thinking there's got to be a way to get up into one of the... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I'd have to be able to get up onto that thing to get to the second level of that tree, so that's completely pointless. We're going to have, like, people go, noobs. I got there, like, in 5 seconds. Just went into the level, knew directly where to go. Ow.
That's because we're showing them all the places not to.
Yeah. Alright, I have an idea.
This can't be good.
And I'm going to cough quite a bit while doing this.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Cough, 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 cough. It's a melon. Aren't we supposed to collect the melons?
I don't...
Let me
I think
check
we're
the
just-
book, because you put the levers on gold blocks and collect the melons.
But there's not any gold blocks. Well, meantime...
Maybe we're just supposed to hit it, so... at this
Meantime,
point,
while we're here, I might as well
we're...
fail jumps.
Get
again.
to the melon in each level. Okay, I thought we'd get...
Don't flip the lever. I'm trying to...
Yeah, I want to see what we missed here, if there's something we missed. I see nothing, so... We probably were
don't know what
supposed
just
to
happened
jump up there. That's literally the only thing I can think of.
For fuck's sake.
I mean,
Never failed dashing this much.
The sticks
Okay,
are...
so I got to the tree.
From where?
Over
Over here?
The ledge just above where you're standing.
Because
That's possible, but I mean, I can't, like...
we were either supposed to jump around and up somehow, or jump to the tree. Well, sorry, we're going to have to admit failure on this one.
Okay, I want to try something.
Okay. That's the only other thing I can think is you're supposed to jump, like, be able to hit that block over there.
Right, but
Like
you tried
original-
that for...
Yeah, I tried that for like 10 minutes, so this is either outside of our range of skill or whatever, so...
Well, it's definitely outside our range of skill, obviously.
Alright, we ready to move? Well, hold on, I want to check something. Hop up in here. I want to see...
If anything looks
Well,
obvious.
there's a lever here and that, but... yeah, because I wanted to see if from this point of view, maybe we could see what we were doing wrong.
Everything.
And I don't see a damn thing. Well, actually, I'm starting to. If we had stood in that corner, I am almost convinced, and found the right angle, I'm convinced we could have just fallen right. Let me get rid of the cheat block.
You may have to get rid of the water, too.
Yeah. Oops. So...
Maybe that's why that ice block was there in the first place. That was to mark where we're supposed to stand.
Probably. Alright, so if we stand facing the corner, we should pop in the exact same relative position.
Okay, well, let me...
Sorry. Yes, that was all we had to do. Yeah, oh, my bad.
Well, flip the switch.
Hooray!
That was interesting.
Okay. Next time we see anything even slightly out of place, even slightly, we assume it's important.